Well, we've got another unboxing. So, I just recently ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon, so all of it came in. So, a couple unboxings are going to happen today, but this one is for this. So, I have one similar to this on my bike, but it was a cheap one, about $10 or so. But this one here was a little more expensive. So this one came in around the $40 mark, again off of Amazon, and I bought it for my wife as she's starting to want to listen to music and use her phone's GPS and stuff like that while she's riding. So she needed something to be able to hold her phone while she was riding that, for one, was waterproof. So if we turn this around, I'll give you one of these. You guys can pause it there if you need to read all that stuff, but I'll read it to you real fast. So, waterproof submersible. Now that has an asterisk. It says brief submersion only, except for battery packs. All right. Smooth touch, sound boost on the bottom. It's funny. It says rechargeable, but it's not a battery, so it allows you to plug in, which mine didn't. I actually had to use a little grinder to open a spot for it. You got to plug in your charging cable. A double lock, camera ready, integrated kickstand, and headphone accessible. See, all these features mine didn't have, so I'm kind of liking this one. So we'll see. So nice little box though. You open it up. There you go. You get a nice scene inside there, and it gives you a pretty complex, if you see that right there, manual on how you're going to have to mount this. So I think the bonus of this one, again, over mine, is that I put my phone in it when I ride, and when I'm done I take it out. I think this one's maybe a little more useful for when we are actually just wanting to use the case, because it says the camera's accessible, which is pretty big. Alright, so let's open this up and see what's inside it. So, nice box, and you'll see at the top tigrasport.com, right? So that's the company, Tigra Sport. Again, I got this off of Amazon. This is kind of cool too. I don't know if you see this. Scan. So I'm guessing it. You can still use your fingerprint scanner. Not super useful for me or my wife because we both wear gloves, but again, if you're using it outside, that could be handy. All right, so don't need that part open. Nice simple little pull. Everything out of the box. We're just gonna lay that right there. Lay that somewhere over there. Okay. And what comes in the box? That's cool, actually. They actually give you an Allen key. Nice. So you get an Allen key. You get some rubber. Now this, of course, would go around this. So this, wow, that's pretty handy. It's pretty hefty, actually. This would wrap around your handlebar, and this would go inside that, for one, to keep it secure, and two, this is a little more rough, I guess, so it may scratch. So that's handy. That's very cool. That's super strong looking. Like, wow. Okay. I definitely don't think that's fallen off anywhere, which is fantastic. You also get some screws for sure, and screw caps. Oh, these must be little things to plug in to make it waterproof if you're not using certain ports. So that's good. Oh yeah, there you go. So inside here as well, you get this. So yeah, so there it is there. So that's that piece I was a little confused about. So basically you could plug that in to the ports so that you could make sure that they're sealed so no water gets in them. And then last but not least, okay, that's way heavier than mine is. Now that's nice. So I don't even know how much for the back. So I'm guessing you crack these open. I don't know yet. Maybe. Oh yeah, there it goes. Wow, that seals really good, actually. So is there a bunch of these on there? Oh, so 2 on the back that pop open, 2 on the front, and she lifts open. So in theory, very much like mine, but the actual build quality of this is way higher. I would trust this way more than mine, and mine hasn't let me down yet. And it's been in a pretty good deluge of rain, so you'll see that it's actually a fair bit longer here, right? So there's all this extra space, and that's where the phone kind of butts in, which is really nice because, you know, if you're pushing cables through there, if you needed to, then even if water were to track a little bit in there, it would kind of get in this space before it actually gets into the phone itself, which is kind of nice. And then this piece would be the seal, so you could pop that off right there, so you have access to the ports, right? And they would travel inside, snug up. It's really nice. Now it also has, and I'm not going to put my phone in because my phone's one of the ones that's recording here. Yeah, that's really slick. I like that. It also has clamp. So there's the access to the camera, which is great. So you could just take this right off and still be able to shoot. A little tiny. Man, everything is really tight on this. Again, a good little tiny kickstand. So I can kind of just, you know, place that down there. Nice. Kickstand seems a little, well, I also don't have a phone in the case. Kickstand seems a little, you know, frail, I would think. I don't know how that is, but once it's snugged in there, it's nice. So I would probably say it's going to sit in there almost all the time. I'm guessing that this would mount in here as per usual, and then we'd wrap this around our handlebar. Now, this, I'm hoping, will be able to be rotated around or mounted different ways so that we can make sure, because I know for us, most of the time, we like to have our phones this way, not necessarily this way. So we'll have to mount that on the bike and find out. But we'll do that when we actually get around to mounting this, which will hopefully be in another video. Alright guys, so 40 bucks for this, Canadian. I think it's pretty awesome. And that's super secure. It's definitely big. Makes your phone massive. But you know what, when you're out riding, last thing you want is your phone to fall off your bike and or get caught in a rainstorm. So very useful. So good purchase. Tigra, whatever. Sport. There's the box. Pretty cool. Alright guys, next unboxing should be coming shortly.